I'm out again. There's a lane. The weather's rubbish. I've just realised I've not put any makeup on. So I look, oh God, look at the greys. Honestly, this YouTube lifestyle, this content creation, it's a full-time job. Anyway, as you can see in the background, I am at a park up on the side of the road. It's free, and I am on Mam Tor Old Road in the Peak District. It's quite busy at the minute, but it's just turned 5, so I've just finished work. I've put the laptop away and I'm gonna see how I get on. There's Mam Tor up in the distance behind the cloud, and the bit that you can't see that's behind this van here is there's Winnet's Pass. So this is on Search for Sites. It is apparently quite a popular park up, but it's also from here about a 5-minute walk into town. Right, I've been waiting to see how the traffic is. It looks alright. It's much quieter than it was earlier. So you can just see all the traffic coming down there through Winnet's Pass. The weather's still a bit rubbish. I was going to take a walk out, but do you know what? It's wine o'clock. And just because I know you all love it, I'm going to do one of those really cheesy wine pouring videos that my M&S advert from last December went a bit crazy. So here's for a slow pour.
Hello, I'm Missy Jo. Come and join me on my travels around the UK and Europe in my Motorhomer lane. You can join me in the laughter and giggles along the way. I'll take you on adventures and days out that everyone can enjoy. And if you like what you see, please like, comment and subscribe.
I've got my wine and I've got a book. I'm reassured. It was in Asda's top 10, so I'm reassured it's supposed to be good, and it's darkly witty rather than serious. And something else I don't often do as well is recording my glasses. So I went for an eye test a few weeks back now, and these are new glasses and they're varifocals, and it's just amazing how all this time I've not been able to see, and now I can see. So I've ditched off the cheapy range reading glasses, and these bad boys are great. I can kind of look round and see all different things. I didn't expect that this morning. I slept okay. There was a bit of traffic noise. About 12 o'clock the boy racers drove past, beeped the horns. I mean, it's so predictable. It even says they do that on Park for Night, so yeah. But usual first night's sleep. I don't know if anybody's the same. I'm always a bit restless night one, but that's a view worth waking up for. Plan is today, finish a bit more of the book. It's really good. I must admit, it is really good. And have a cuppa, just relax a little bit. And then I'm going to head down into Castleton for a little walk around, because when I was there the other week, we just walked up and down the main street, and I've actually since had a look on Google Maps, and there is a little bit of a market street, or you know, sort of another street, and I've thought I might have a walk up to the old castle. I think it's called Peveril Castle. So there's Elaine. I've got dressed, I've put my face on, and I've caught up with YouTube. I've had several cuppers, which is probably not a good idea, setting off for a walk as well. So where am I going? I'm going to head into Castleton. I'm going to go get some lunch. I didn't bother having breakfast because then I can go and have something nice for lunch. And I'm going to head up, I don't know, I have no plans. I'm just going to see how it goes. That's what I really like about coming away by myself. It doesn't matter if I've got plans, if I can change plans. Nobody tells me what to do. So where am I heading? Into Castleton. It's about, I'd say, a 4-5 minute walk. I have thought about heading up to Peveril. That's Peveril Castle. I looked at going to the caves, Peak Cavern Caves, but actually it's £20 a ticket. Now you'll also know, 2 weeks ago I went to Matlock Bath, and I had a great weekend and went up the Heights of Abraham, which cost me £26. So this weekend has got to be a cheapie, because next week I'm going to Scotland. I've also looked at a walk that apparently goes up there. Now I'm gonna have to see how that goes, because that looks pretty tough to me. Now I've got my walking boots on, got my walking trousers on, but I don't know if I'm that brave. A quick detour. I've done that thing where I've set off, locked the doors, but can't remember if I checked that I'd locked the doors. Yeah, it's locked. I'll check the cab as well. Oh yeah, that's locked too. Oh, right, back to Castleton. So I'm gonna walk up, see how far I can get without having to pay. I know it's really tight, but well, this is how I manage to get away so often. It does look like they've got some great events here though. I'm pretty much booked up until mid-June, but over the next 2 months they've got like a cinema, and they show some fab films, like fab films in my opinion, like The Goonies and Rocky Horror Show. So I think that'd be a real experience to go and see that. not too steep and it's beautiful. It's a nice alternative if you've done Mam Tor already. This goes over behind Castleton, up near the castle. In the pocket, and I'm going to hold on. I'll see you at the bottom, hopefully. And if you want to know how busy it is where I'm parked, you can see just how many motorhomes there is this weekend. There's not as many as I expected, to be fair. But if I zoom in now, you can see Elaine, my motorhome, just down there with the black cab, parked right behind that tree. So I'm just following this footpath now. It has got barbed wires, but you can see the barbed wires have fallen over the years, so I'm just going to follow. It's quite steep. Okay, I'm going to go this way around because it's not steep. This is something you always have to think about when you're by yourself. I don't like going too far off beaten track. Just because what would happen, I mean, there's plenty of people walking around here, so it's not too bad, but you know what would happen if I did, oh God, I'm not going to say it, but, you know what would happen if I jumped down and that something happened. As much as it is a feeling of empowerment when you get up here and you can, you know, see these wonderful views, it's something you've always got to have in the back of your mind as a solo female traveller. It's almost like risk assessing at work. Just down there in the background you can see the car park for the Peak Tavern, the Devil's Arse. I'm right next to the castle now, but you can see there's barbed wire all around. So I'm going to attempt to get back down the hill. It's quite steep, this bit. Oh, so I'm going to attempt to get down it with, hopefully, without going down on my ass. Whoa. I decided it was easier to make it down to this little path near the wood. I'm not there yet. It's still really steep. I should have probably followed the path all the way around. Whoops. I'll definitely be glad when I get to the bottom of here. Right, the phone's going in the pocket and I'm going to hold on. I'll see you at the bottom, hopefully. I nearly made it all the way without slipping until the last metre. Whoops. So if you're going to do the Cave Dale walk, go this way up, because then on the way down you actually get to wash your shoes off and your boots in the rivers. Okay, so it was only an hour, probably about, just over an hour. And I've worked out what I need for lunch. I think I've earned this. Cheers. Going to the pub on my own was something I'd probably never done 5 years ago, even though I used to work in pubs and, you know, never even sort of batted an eyelid at people coming in by themselves. But this weekend it's 14 years since I lost Mum, so I don't really like to remember it, but I do like to do something just to distract myself. So, you know, it's part of the reason I've come away. And what I really like about Castleton is, I'm still in the pub by the way, I'm having liquid lunch. I know, it's not healthy, but God, you only live once, eh? And anyway, beer for Mum. But what I really like about Castleton is when you're listening to conversations, and I'm not over, you know, I'm not listening into conversations, but when everybody's walking around, you can really hear an amazing sense of achievement when people are sat having a beer, you know, because they've done that walk. And I'm just sat now looking at Mam Tor. And the last time I walked, it was 4 years ago, and I was here with John and Lucy. And it was Mother's Day. It was actually 10 years since I'd lost Mum, so we wanted to do something, you know, that's when I really got into hill walking. But I just love that buzz of, you know, people have really done something they really set out to achieve and you know, go on a monster walk like Mam Tor. They've got the work cut out. There you can see the bit of castle that I walked behind, and you can see how steep the hill was that I fell down. It's cup of tea time again. I'm not going to do any more of those boring slow pours. But look at that for a view. And do you know how much this park up has cost me? Nothing. all you've got to remember when you come to Castleton is just to show it some respect. You know, people, this is a place where people live. I will probably go out later and do a little bit of litter pick, just to, like I say, show that respect. And probably, you know, it's like a payment, I suppose. I've had a brilliant weekend. I'm feeling super brilliant. My mental health feels great. My anxieties that I've had over the last few weeks feel like they've completely disappeared. So, thank you, Castleton. With that, my relaxing weekend on Castleton Old Road comes to an end.